Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, Fall River, Massachusetts. In the heart of Fall River, Massachusetts, the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast stands as a silent witness to one of the most infamous and macabre incidents in American history. Built in 1845, the Victorian-era house became the residence of Andrew and Abby Borden, a seemingly ordinary family whose lives would be forever marked by tragedy. On the sweltering morning of August 4, 1892, the household was thrown into chaos when Andrew and Abby were brutally murdered with an axe. The prime suspect was Andrew's daughter, Lizzie Borden, who was promptly arrested and charged with the double homicide. The trial that followed captivated the nation, fueled by sensational headlines and a sense of morbid curiosity. Lizzie Borden's defense argued that she was innocent, and after a highly publicized trial, the jury acquitted her of all charges. The acquittal left the mystery unsolved, and to this day, speculation surrounds the true events of that fateful day. The Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast preserves this historical enigma, allowing visitors to step back in time and explore the rooms where the gruesome murders took place. The house stands frozen in the Victorian era, a tangible reminder of a dark and perplexing episode that continues to capture the imagination of those intrigued by unsolved mysteries and the supernatural. As night descends upon the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast in Fall River, Massachusetts, a palpable sense of unease lingers within its Victorian walls. Guests, drawn to the mystique of the infamous murders that unfolded in the very rooms they now occupy, report eerie encounters that defy rational explanation. Whispers, like faint echoes of the past, reverberate through the hallways, leaving visitors with a sense that the spirits of Andrew and Abby Borden may still roam the premises. Witnesses describe inexplicable phenomena such as objects moving of their own accord, doors creaking open without a visible hand, and a pervasive chill that seems to defy the ambient temperature. Some claim to have glimpsed apparitions resembling the ill-fated Borden family, their spectral forms fleeting in and out of the shadows. These haunting experiences contribute to the enduring belief that the house carries a residual energy, a spectral residue of the violence that unfolded within its walls on that infamous August day in 1892. As guests retire to the very rooms where the brutal murders occurred, an atmosphere of tension prevails, creating an unsettling blend of fascination and trepidation. The Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, now both a museum and inn, serves as a unique nexus where history and the supernatural converge, inviting those brave enough to explore the darker facets of the past. Salem Witch Trials Memorial, Salem, Massachusetts. In the heart of Salem, Massachusetts, the Salem Witch Trials Memorial stands as a poignant tribute to a dark chapter in American history. Established in 1992, the memorial commemorates the infamous Salem witch trials of 1692, an episode that unfolded in the midst of widespread paranoia and fear. The trials were characterized by accusations of witchcraft that swept through the community, leading to the unjust persecution of over 200 individuals. As the hysteria reached its peak, 20 innocent people, predominantly women, were condemned to death, marking a tragic moment of mass hysteria and judicial failure. The Salem Witch Trials Memorial is a solemn assembly of 20 granite benches, each bearing the name of one of the victims, arranged in a circular pattern. These benches, stark in their simplicity, serve as a symbolic representation of the lives lost during this period of unfounded accusations and harsh judgments. Enclosed by a low stone wall, the memorial fosters an atmosphere of contemplation, inviting visitors to reflect on the historical injustices suffered by those accused of witchcraft. This haunting site not only preserves the memory of those who perished but also serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of justice and the enduring consequences of unchecked fear and superstition. As the sun sets over the Salem Witch Trials Memorial in Salem, Massachusetts, an ethereal aura envelops the site, and visitors recount eerie encounters that transcend the bounds of the present. Some describe feeling an inexplicable chill in the air, as if the spirits of the wronged are lingering among the granite benches. Whispers, soft and haunting, seem to drift through the evening breeze, leaving an impression that the voices of the accused still echo in the shadows. Mysterious lights flicker and dance around the memorial, casting eerie shadows upon the inscribed names. Witnesses have reported seeing spectral figures, ethereal shapes that materialize and dissipate, hinting at the lingering presence of those who met unjust fates. Paranormal investigators and curious visitors alike claim to have captured unexplained phenomena in photographs, adding to the mystique of the memorial. Whether it's an unexplained cold spot or a fleeting glimpse of a ghostly figure, the Salem Witch Trials Memorial becomes a nexus where the veil between the past and present seems to blur, allowing the tormented spirits of the accused to reach out across the centuries, seeking acknowledgement and perhaps, in some small way, a measure of justice long denied to them. The Joshua Ward House, Salem, Massachusetts. In the heart of Salem, Massachusetts, the Joshua Ward House stands as an architectural gem with a history deeply intertwined with the haunting legacy of the Salem witch trials. Constructed in the late 18th century, this Georgian-style mansion was named after Joshua Ward, a prosperous shipowner and merchant who once called it home. However, the house's association with the infamous trials traces back to its location, built upon the land where George Corwin, the High Sheriff of Essex County, resided. Corwin played a notorious role in the trials, overseeing the arrest and execution of numerous individuals accused of witchcraft. His harsh actions led to a lingering curse, and upon his death in 1696, Corwin was buried on the property. The Joshua Ward House, once an emblem of wealth and prominence, became shrouded in the dark history of the witch trials. Its walls, witness to the fervor and hysteria that gripped Salem, hold echoes of a time when justice was distorted by fear. Today, the mansion serves as a compelling testament to this unsettling period, where the architecture itself seems to whisper tales of the past, inviting visitors to contemplate the complex and haunting history that lies beneath its elegant facade. As night falls upon the Joshua Ward House in Salem, Massachusetts, an air of mystery and supernatural energy permeates its historic halls. Visitors have reported encountering unexplained phenomena that heighten the chilling connection between the mansion and its dark past. Eerie cold spots materialize seemingly out of nowhere, sending shivers down the spines of those exploring the corridors. Shadows move with an otherworldly presence, prompting whispered speculation about the ethereal entities that may linger within. The apparition of George Corwin, the infamous High Sheriff of Essex County, is said to manifest within the Joshua Ward House. Witnesses describe glimpses of a spectral figure, believed to be Corwin, haunting the rooms where he once exercised his authority during the Salem witch trials. The atmosphere becomes charged with an unsettling energy, as if the unresolved grievances and oppressive weight of the past have seeped into the very fabric of the mansion. Paranormal investigators and curious visitors alike seek to capture evidence of these ghostly encounters, making the Joshua Ward House a focal point for those intrigued by the intersection of history and the supernatural in Salem's enigmatic tapestry. The Hoosac Tunnel, North Adams, Massachusetts. Nestled in the picturesque hills of North Adams, Massachusetts, the Hoosac Tunnel stands as both an engineering marvel and a somber testament to the human cost of progress. Conceived as a bold venture to connect Boston and Troy, New York, the construction of this 4.75-mile-long railroad tunnel commenced in the mid-19th century. Initially celebrated for its ambitious design, the project soon acquired a grim reputation as it unfolded through the Hoosac Mountain. The Hoosac Tunnel's construction, completed in 1875, was marred by a series of tragedies that cast a long shadow over its otherwise impressive engineering feats. Hundreds of laborers lost their lives due to hazardous working conditions, explosions, and cave-ins, earning the tunnel the ominous moniker, the Bloody Pit. The unforgiving terrain, coupled with the challenges of the era's tunneling technology, exacted a heavy toll on those toiling within its depths. The Hoosac Tunnel became not only a passageway through the mountain but also a memorial to the sacrifices of the workers who gave their lives in the pursuit of progress. Despite its haunting history, the Hoosac Tunnel remains a testament to human perseverance and engineering prowess. The legacy of the lives lost during its construction lingers, creating an aura of both awe and solemn reflection around this historic structure that has transcended time. As the sun sets and darkness descends upon the Hoosac Tunnel in North Adams, Massachusetts, an atmosphere thick with spectral energy comes to life, weaving tales of the paranormal within the cold, dark confines of the tunnel. Many who venture near its entrance report witnessing ghostly figures along the tracks, ephemeral apparitions that seem to echo the tragic history of the tunnel's construction. These spectral laborers, it is believed, are the restless souls of those who met untimely ends during the perilous days of excavation. Unexplained sounds reverberate through the subterranean passages, leaving visitors on edge. Disembodied voices, reminiscent of distant conversations from a bygone era, intertwine with the phantom echoes of phantom footsteps, adding an eerie auditory dimension to the haunted tales surrounding the Hoosac Tunnel. Deep within the darkness, mysterious lights flicker, their origin elusive and sparking speculation about the spectral presence lingering within. Some attribute these phenomena to the spirits of the workers who perished in accidents, suggesting that their energy endures, forever tied to the tunnel they helped construct. The haunted reputation of the Hoosac Tunnel, coupled with its desolate surroundings, draws the curious and the daring. Whether it's the inexplicable shadows that dance along the tunnel walls or the unexplained sounds that resonate through its cavernous expanse, the spectral activity at the Hoosac Tunnel continues to fuel the fascination of those intrigued by the intersection of industrial history and the supernatural. Danvers State Hospital, Danvers, Massachusetts. Founded in 1878, the Danvers State Hospital in Danvers, Massachusetts, emerged as a significant chapter in the evolution of psychiatric care in the United States. Conceived with progressive ideals, the hospital was designed to implement the innovative Kirkbride Plan, a layout aimed at providing therapeutic environments for patients. Architect Nathaniel Jeremiah Bradley brought this vision to life, creating an imposing Kirkbride building that housed patients and various treatment facilities. The hospital aimed to offer humane care, emphasizing fresh air, natural light, and a peaceful setting for mental health treatment. Over time, however, the institution faced challenges that led to a significant shift in its reputation. Increasing patient numbers, insufficient funding, and changing approaches to mental health care resulted in overcrowding and deteriorating conditions. The hospital struggled to maintain its original vision, and its halls became synonymous with tales of inadequate care and controversial medical practices. By 1992, the once pioneering Danvers State Hospital closed its doors, leaving behind a complex legacy. The imposing Kirkbride building, with its historic significance and architectural grandeur, stood as a silent witness to the changing landscape of mental health treatment in the United States, representing both progress and the darker aspects of psychiatric history. As night descends upon the decaying remnants of the Danvers State Hospital in Danvers, Massachusetts, the abandoned halls and corridors come alive with chilling tales of paranormal activity. Witnesses brave enough to explore the dilapidated structure have reported encounters with ghostly apparitions wandering through the echoing hallways. Disembodied voices, whispering secrets lost to time, add to the eerie ambience that permeates the atmosphere within the abandoned asylum. The morgue, a somber reminder of the hospital's grim history, is said to be a hotspot for supernatural encounters, where some claim to feel a spectral presence lingering in the air. The underground tunnels, essential to the hospital's operations, contribute to the haunting narrative. These dark passageways, once bustling with activity, are now rumored to harbor lingering echoes of the past. Paranormal investigators and thrill-seekers have described mysterious footsteps reverberating through the tunnels, as if the specters of patients and staff from decades past continue to traverse the subterranean labyrinth. The abandoned Kirkbride building, with its imposing architecture and broken windows, stands as a silent sentinel to the paranormal tales that have become synonymous with the Danvers State Hospital. It beckons to those who dare to explore its haunted legacy, inviting them to uncover the residual energy of a psychiatric institution that now exists as a spectral relic of the past.